Welcome to my little corner. It's Dejana Avi, and it's strictly academic. Still trying to figure out my intro. I mean, I already have an intro if you've watched, but like we need to make a personal one. And I do songs and stuff like that, and I say it's strictly academic for my own fun. So I think I'm gonna do that for year two because it just eats me up.
Yes!
But as you've seen from the title, we're gonna check out what's in my little
No.
bookcase. It's actually supposed to be for shoes, but I made dividers, if you can see right here, so I could fit books in here. And I have a really big amount of books from being at college, not from taking class, but specifically because our school building, one of our school buildings, was okay. So I have a section of books I've read. I have a section of books of fiction. I have nonfiction and writing. And I have a section of James Patterson books. So we're gonna go with the ones that I've already started reading. We have The Scorpion Illusion. Look how big this book is. I've gotten to page 23. 23 and I stopped reading it. It's basically about these people getting on an island or whatever, and those people are stranded, and there's a woman and she's like a person, but she's also like an assassin, like an undercover what's the word, what is the word, when they like go and do a rogue like FBI agent, and like she goes and kills people basically. So that's what this is about. It's like the whole thing of like them catching her or some shit. I have no idea. I've only gone 23 pages in. Then we have Black Like Me. I bought this book because I thought it was going to be a black author. I didn't really read it, but this is what the back of it says, and I'll explain a little bit more after. In the deep South of 1950s, a color line was etched in blood across Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama, and Georgia. Journalist John Howard Griffin decided to cross that line. Using medications that darkened his skin to deep brown, he exchanged his privileged life as a Southern white man for the disenfranchised world of unemployed black men. What happened to John Howard Griffin from the outside with himself as he made his way through the segregated Deep South and recorded in the searing work of nonfiction. His audacious, still chilling relevant eyewitness history is a work about race and humanity every American must read. So basically he did a doctor version of blackface and then went into the South with other black men and recorded his experience. When you think you're getting a book by a black author, and then you come across that it's indeed not, and it's so much worse than that, you are very highly disappointed. So that's the next one. Then we have This Quiet Dust, and this is by William Styron, and it's a nonfiction. And when I tell you this book I've read halfway through, This Quiet Dust is so weird because it's mini essays basically, and one of like a couple of his, and it's just really weird because he did this to like revolutionize himself and like make himself likable again after many of the Black community and other people who are was like, you can't just interview a Black man when he's under duress and then write about it right before he's killed and hung. Like, that's weird, bro. So yeah, and then they had like stories about like a woman like finally starving when the adverse side of one of the wars or something like that came and took all her food and her family's food and like destroyed her house, and she was like, I understand what it is to be a slave now. Like, my slaves. Bitch, shut the fuck up. Shut up. I don't want to hear it. So I had to stop reading because like then it just went off of everything else and then started turning into like talking specifically about white people, and then it was talking about how white people don't like Black people or don't understand Black people or don't recognize Black people because there weren't Black people around, even though they were around. Literally them saying even though they were around. Stupid. I think this is the one of my favorite nonfiction books out of this and out of a lot of ones that I've read. It's called Man and Nature. It's philosophical issues in biology. And should I read the back? No, if you want to read this, read it, whatever. I really like this. I got halfway through. This is my favorite annotation book. I read this twice. So the blue is the first time I read it, and then the purple is when I read it again and went even deeper into conclusion. If I would have read it once and then read the rest, I would have finished this book, but it's a lot to take in at one time. My favorite chapter is about autonomy. It has no back. It's a really old book. I got this in my science building that was taken down. I don't know where I got this book. I feel like I got this book. The library also had, like, they were getting rid of books, and I think that's where I got this from. I got this from the library. I have no idea where I got this. None idea. Maybe the library. And then we got this from Barnes & Noble. This is Native American Myth Legends. I'm just going to read the inside. It says, the indigenous people of North America are comprised of a multitude of distinct cultures, and this is reflected in the vast galaxy of myths and legends within their storytelling traditions. As unique as the varying landscapes of their ancestral lands spanning across the continent, these many tribes and nations have maintained their profound cultural richness for generations in the face of theft, displacement, oppression, and erasure. I got this from Barnes & Noble. I am Native American. I used this book for class. I used this book for class and wrote a 20-page paper and did a summary of each story that I wanted, and then I did a reflection essay after that, so it was like 20 pages, and I made it real cute, did pictures and stuff. So let's put that away. Next we have James Patterson. We have The House Husband. Not my thing. It's a short story. I don't like short stories. Not that I don't count it as reading, but a book this small just makes me feel uncomfortable. So I read this and I did not like it. it kind of made sense, like, from the straight up from the beginning, because of the title. Like, I don't want a book that's, like, I don't want, if it's a fiction book or a mystery, like, other than nonfiction, if it has the title of what the heck is going to happen in the book, don't give it to me, because why am I reading it? You just told me from the fucking page of the fucking front. That's another reason why I won't read, like, cutesy romance YA books, just because, like, you're already telling me that they're going to fall in love. I like a good surprise, like Iron Flame, and if you don't know by now, leave me alone. Spoiler. I was not expecting Violet and Xaden to get together, and it shook me. And the thing is that in the other ones, I can't tell you too much. I already told one too many spoilers in this book. Just wasn't my thing. Then we have James Patterson, Texas Ranger. I'll read the back. It says, I've decided to go south, where Rory Yates may be my most honorable detective ever as a Texas Ranger. After a tough case jeopardizes his chances at a promotion, I send him home to recharge with his family, only to find a crime scene where the victim is none other than his ex-wife, and he is the prime suspect. Like, period. But, like, I have no idea. Like, you told me, and now you have a better story. Like, you have more to, like, there's more to wonder. I'm going to read this at some point. We have Truth or Die. There's no front, but this is the side of it. And it goes, after a serious professional stumble, attorney Trevor Mann finally may have hit his stride. He found happiness with his girlfriend, Claire Parker, a beautiful, ambitious journalist, always on the hunt for a scoop. But then Claire investigates into an explosive story ends with a violent confrontation. Trevor's newly peaceful life is shattered as he tries to find out why. The truth will set you free. If it doesn't, kill you first. I'm not too excited to read this book. Just because, like I said, you already told me the story. Like, I thought this was going to be about Truth or Die, like the movie. You know what I'm saying? I will read it though, because it's a James Patterson book. Oh, let me just say this. This one's with Dwayne Shurskinski. This one is with Andrew Borel. Then we have this book that I actually read. I'm waiting to give it to my sister because I told her to read it. It's called Shattered, James Patterson and Michael Bennett. It's a good palate cleanser. It's a good palate cleanser. This is my first book of January, but it's a good palate cleanser if you're not wanting it to, like, straight off the bat. Like, if you're really, like, bored, like, this is good because it's like the pages are not, like, there's not too many text. The chapters are really small, and you really want to know what happened. And they don't tell you until the very fucking end. And I love that for me. Some people may have just said no fucking thanks because I just told you it's at the end of the book, but I was on my knees. I was wanting to know. Help me. So that's another one. And then I'm really excited to read this one. It's called The Postman Killer by James Patterson and Lisa Markland. I have no idea what this book is about, but actually I do know what this book is about. But it's giving like Jack the Ripper to me. So it says NYPD Detective Jacob Cannon is on tour of Europe's most gorgeous cities, but the sights aren't what draw him. He sees each museum, each cathedral, each cafe through the eyes of his daughter's killer. Cannon's daughter, Kimmy, and her boyfriend were murdered while on vacation in Rome. Since then, young couples in Paris, Copenhagen, Frankfurt, and Stockholm have been found dead. Little connects the murder, other than the postcard to the local newspaper that precedes each new victim. I I feel like it's gonna give me the same vibe as this, so it's a good palate cleanser when I really don't know what else to read, or I'm like, I hate all of the books right now that I'm looking at on my digital iPad. Here we go. So those are those. And then we have some other fiction, but it's not James Patterson. We have Jeffrey Deaver, The Skin Collector. I started reading this. I got about, what? There's like, if it's that much, there's like 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm 1/4 of the way done. It's okay. I feel like it's like a James Patterson book, but like it's not James Patterson, so I just don't care. And I thought I was more gonna like be descriptive of like skinning somebody, but no, it's just I'll read it. The killer's methods are terrifying. He stalks the basement and underground passageways of New York City. He tattoos his victim's flesh with cryptic messages, using a tattoo gun loaded with poison, resulting in an agonizing, painful death. You told me everything I need to know. I don't want to know how you caught them. I want the mystery. If you're giving me a thriller, if you're giving me like not sci-fi, if you're giving me like cops and robbers, you better give me a mystery with it. And it does not. So again, I will finish it at some point, but that's why it's in my upstairs, because it can't be downstairs with all the books that I have yet to fucking look at. This is called Triple. I have no idea what it's about. But I have a little like bookmark that says flip over to read the rest, and it doesn't. So we're gonna read what it gives. And I thought it's a fiction, so I said whatever. It's kind of giving the Scorpion illusion, but like don't put them together just because they're Israeli. It's rude. It says Israel is believed to have been behind the disappearance of the high seas 9 years ago of uranium shipment large enough to build 30 nuclear weapons. It is disclosed yesterday. Officials say that the incident was a real James Bond affair, and that although intelligence agencies in 4 countries investigated the mystery, it was never determined what had actually happened to the 200 tons of uranium ore that vanished. Triple is a fiction that undertakes to imagine the real reason behind Egyptian President Anwar Sadat's trip to the historical enemies in Jerusalem. It is a super thriller by the author of Eye of the Needle and riveting story of the most successful espionage coup and best kept secret of our century. It is 1968. I feel like it's not only a fiction, but it's also like a nonfiction, but don't quote me, because like who said that this is real? But like if you're gonna give me a fiction that seems like nonfiction, I'm claiming it as nonfiction. That's just how life rolls. That's just how it rolls. Also, these are shorts. It's by Ken Follett. Ken Follett. Really interested because at least I have some diversity. If I have a white man being disgraceful, we can have a good Middle Eastern. One time my mom was so racist. I was like, Mom, do you mean Middle Eastern? She was like, it's like, Mom, that's racist and you don't care. Back it up. And then we have my baby, Jazz. Actually, Beloved is my baby, but I have it digital, but I'm really waiting to get all of her books and have them on my extravagant bookshelf, because like I'm gonna get special editions of books. She doesn't have special editions, I don't think, but like if I read a book and I love it to the end of the world, to the core, I'm gonna get the special edition. But this is Jazz. If you don't know Toni Morrison, she died like in the span of 10 years, in the last 10 years. I have a good bit of annotations. I have quotes, interesting to me, description of place and important, description of person. I don't have that many of description of people because then I just stopped reading it. But I really loved it. It is, I'll read it. In the winter of 1926, when everybody everywhere sees nothing but good things ahead, Joe Trance, a middle-aged waiter who moonlights as a door-to-door salesman of Cleopatra's beauty products, shoots his teenager lover to death. At the funeral, Joe's wife Violet attacks the girl's corpse. This passionate, profound story of love and obsession by Nobel Prize literature laureate Toni Morrison brings us back and forth in time as a narrative is assembled from the emotions, hopes, fears, and deep realities of Black urban life. That last sentence, assembles from the emotions, hopes, fears, and deep realities of Black urban life. That is my book. And I'm sorry, but I'm not reading any other Black author and loving it as much as I love Toni Morrison. That's just how it's gonna go. Beloved ate me the fuck up because, like, I lived with my dad and I didn't, like, talk about Black issues. I didn't connect with that stuff because I'm also a freaking American bitch. And this just was the next one I had to read. I want Solomon. There's a couple other, if you don't know if you, or you want more. Let me find. I know it's in here. We have Beloved, Song of Solomon, Sula, Tar Baby, Playing in the Dark. We have The Bluest Eye, Beloved, and Jazz. That's what I think. But I don't look them up because I don't want heartbroken that I can't get them yet. But I will be reading that at some point. I will be rereading it. I will be rereading Beloved. And when I get all of them, I will reread them again. And then last but not least, we have nonfiction, but not really nonfiction. We have because I'm a writer, I will be a writer. No, I love it. I changed it from being a physics major this past semester. Just because physics was gonna take too fucking long and I'm tired of being in college. So yeah, but my physics is my minor, so we're fine. This is what I'm writing. This is The Elements of Style, so it's basically like saying how to style your writing. But there's only one chapter about style. What are you doing? And then writing short stories, which I really want to do. I want prompts, but like not Pinterest prompts. Pinterest prompts are butt face. But so I need more books like these. So I will be finding more books like these. I will be going to the library again down the road, a couple miles that way, to look at their nonfiction. Last time I looked strictly at fiction, and that was in my last video. That was strictly fiction. I want to get to nonfiction. Brittany Broski loves a good nonfiction, and I love a good nonfiction girly to a nonfiction girly. Eat it up every time, because like, what do you mean you just read about the fucking Revolutionary War? What do you mean you just read Sherlock Holmes? Saw it, Brittany. Miss Broski. I was like, yes! Eat it up! So yeah. Not technically a book club, because this is strictly about books, because it's strictly academic. But yeah, also this coffee is an instant coffee with the grounds that you mix with water. It's every time, because what do you mean I have to wait 5 minutes? I want caffeine injected into me right now. Coffee is my Botox. That'll go right here. We'll be doing another video soon of like more ebooks, more digital books that I have. Yeah, but first I want to read some, and I haven't been wanting to read lately. After I was really disappointed by Court of Thorns and Roses and A Court of Mist and Fury. Made me so mad. You're already on the second book. Can't do it. Like, and then they're communicating. I don't know what's wrong with everybody, but everyone's like, I hate a miscommunication trope. I eat it up because that means you're not giving me everything, and that makes me want to read more for when you do give everything. Just, I want to see you cry for love. But yes, I want my man to cry over me. What do you mean? What do you mean he loves me so much he can't talk? So. You thought this was over, didn't you? No, surprise, bitch. What's he doing, Dexter? Surprise, bitch. Oh my god, it's not coming out. Okay, here's my nonfiction. I forgot I had things down here. Here it is. Here it is. Here it is. Also, I drew that when I was a graphic design major at one point of my life. We have leaving college because I'm so ready and I want to know more. I want more books to help me. I have one book somewhere and it's telling me about like after you leave high school, after you leave college, and like all the stuff that you need to do. I love a good book about that. I love a good book. It doesn't have any descriptions, but like here's some of the whoa, someone was already in this book. I love a good person that's in this book before me. A Man in Nature, the one that I talked about, there are annotations in the book by a professor, and I can't wait to get to that part. I think I get like too excited and I stop reading. Unless you're a Court of Mist and Fury. I don't understand you girlies. I don't. I'm sorry. We have Introduction, the Dimensions and Consequences of Student Departure from Higher Education, the Limits of Understanding Student Departure, the Goals and Structure of the Book, the Scope and Pattern of Student Department from Higher Education, the Roots of Individual Departure from Institutions of Higher Education, sorting through the past research of student departure. It's like nonfiction. It's a study, basically. Theory of Individual Departure from Institutions of Higher Education, the Dimensions of Institutional Action, Conclusions. Yeah. Because I get a lot of these books thinking about kids. Like if I have kids, which don't talk to me about. But like I write in my journals as if my kids are gonna read my journals one day. Like when I'm super old and they want to ask me questions and they don't know what to ask. So I'm like, here's this book. If you don't know what to ask me, read this book and ask me about what's in the book. And then I buy books because who knows what they might like, who knows what they might need. And when I move, I don't know if like the only thing I'm taking are my books. Like that's a definite. I'm only taking my books. Next one, The Progress Principle. I think I need a good self-help book because I don't like therapy. I try to go therapy after something happened with me, and I was the meanest person alive. Can't do that to myself, can't do that to another person. So I found this. I didn't choose it because I thought it was great. I actually just read the side of it and it said The Progress Principle because I got it from college. And then I found it says using small wins to ignite joy, engagement, and creativity at work. I will read this because I will read it. What do you mean? We have Poet of Theology. I love anything with ology at the end. I listen to the Ologies podcast by hold on. This is Ology with Abby. Why do I keep thinking Abby Jimenez? Wong? Allie Wong. Allie Ward. Allie Ward. That's what it is, I think. Love it. I used I used to work at a pizza place, and I made pizzas for a living, and it was the best job I've ever had until motherfucker decided to fucking touch me. But I would listen to it all the time for like 8 hours a day. I would listen to it, and then I stopped listening to it because like stuff happened to my life again. You don't know what theology is, but will I find out? Yes, here are the context. It's like I love a good YouTube that will tell me the back, like what's the description, what's the context, so I absolutely know if I want to read the book. It says the life, the early poetry, criticism, biographies and plays, the novels, the Arthurian poems, and theology. 126. Let's go to 126. Dang, there's a lot in this. 126, theologies. Theology writings are in many ways the most remarkable achievement, whereas his other books belong to particular genres. These love a good book that doesn't tell me what the hell is going on. And then we have logic and life and logic. Give me something about logic. Brittany Broski was literally just talking about how Sherlock Holmes was so logical, and I ate it up. I ate it up. Now, do I think that Brittany Broski's... I'm not gonna go there because it's not any of my business how I tell you, because you may not like my video. People don't even watch my videos right now. I'm not that funny. I'm hilarious, but I'm not funny. I don't know what that means, but give me a book about life and logic and I'll eat it up, because I'm also a philosophy minor. It's by Alfred Tarsk. Charles Williams, poet of theology. This is by Teresa Amabile and Stephen Kramer, and this one was Vincent Tinto, Chicago. And then we have my lovely Bedford researcher, because I'm gonna do research like when I do this, when I read a book. You don't think I'm gonna make a paper about it? I'm so weird. Yeah, so I will be doing that, and I use this book for a paper that was how colleges can better provide for those college students who are with autism. So it made it sound so worse than it is. I have like 3 siblings with autism, and then I have like we just don't talk about it. Nobody likes to talk to me about mine. If you look me up, and don't ever look me up, because someone once did, and then they found out certain things. But like, if you look me up, I'm gonna out myself right now. I see things very childlike. At least when I was a kid, I saw things very childlike. And there was this one girl, and she was like, I know this about you because my situation looked you up. And I was like, yeah, okay. Cool. She's like, you know, you're just very special. And I was like, yeah, that's what the fuck it means. Yeah. This is in my head, but like, she didn't like me anyway, so it's like, whatever. I'm mad. But yeah, and I do, but I don't anymore. As soon as I like, have you ever realized how large your body is and that you're in a human body? That shit goes away quickly. I don't like it here. I don't like it here anymore. So yeah, those are my books. I could have added more, but I don't feel like adding more because I need a place for my Hemi paint. I need a plate for my Hemi paint. So, if you like this video, like it, so I know that I'm doing well or something. Positive reinforcement, guys. You'll probably see this when I have like 100 videos out.
Let me serve you bitch lasagna. Bitch lasagna. Bitch lasagna. T-Series ain't nothing but a bitch lasagna. Bitch lasagna. Bitch lasagna.
Sorry, I really like the songs that I'm listening to right now. Now what am I gonna do? What am I gonna do now? I'm gonna do this with you. After I do a YouTube video, I'm gonna tell you what I'm gonna do after my YouTube video. So you're like, oh, what did she do? I'm probably gonna, this is what I usually do if I'm not outside. I write on my website. I listen to music. YouTube is down right now. I mean, not YouTube. PS3, PS4, PS Nation is down. Otherwise, I'd be watching YouTube videos of Theo Vaughn, Brittany Broski, Queso. I like clips of Kai Cenat and Playboy Max. Who else do I watch? Sarah Coroli. Who else do I watch? I don't know what else. That's it for right now. So I'd be watching YouTube, but I can't right now. So what am I gonna do? I'm gonna write. I'm gonna make a song, because I do that for fun, because why not? I don't want to read, but I'm probably gonna read a nonfiction. I forget what it's called. Oh, No Longer Human by Osamu Dazai. What else am I gonna do? I'm gonna sketch, because I went on Pinterest for too many hours adding to my boards. And when I get the like when I get the need to I will be practicing my physics, because my professor gave me one of his books the first time I met him. So like I want to devour that book. It's a textbook. What else? Oh, practice my Chinese, because that's what I do. I took 3 semesters of it, forgot all of it in the matter of the time that I took it, which means I didn't learn anything, but still passed. I did, but like, don't tell me to form sentences. The only one I know is 你想要什么? 你想要什么? Which means what the fuck do you want? It without the cuss words. 你贵姓? My 贵姓? What's your honorable surname? What's your name? What's your last name? What's your family name? 你姓王? Or Lee, which Lee is plum. What else? Since we're here, what else? What else? And then you'd be like,你叫什么名字? That means like, what's your first name? 你叫 Dejana. You know what I'm saying? Actually, you say Nishi Wong, because it's Leo. You want to say the first name. Anyways, if you know what I'm saying, you know what I'm saying. You know, I just messed up there. But then you say Ni Jiao Dejana, and then you'd be like, Nina, which means like, and you, what about you, bitch? And then and then you'd be like, Ni Yao Li. And then you'd be like, Zaijian. Means bye. Peace out, bitch. And then you're supposed to say something. I used to say it to my professor all the time. She'd be like, I'd be like, yeah. Guys, I have these scars on my shins from a time. It was so embarrassing, from a time that I was having the worst attitude at track practice, because nobody wanted to talk to me, and because I was a bitch. Because I was depressed, and I tripped and fell over, because they put the hurdles on top. You know, like, it goes like this. You know, it goes like this. And I had the bottom edge. It had the bottom edge here, and the top of the hurdle on the side like this. So it was like this, and I tripped and fell on the bar in my shins, and I got fucked up. And so now I have indents in my knees. Anyways, until next time. Remember, it's strictly academic. I will be saying it all the time, so you can get it into your fat butthead. Yeah. And I hope you have a great day. Or watch one of my other videos. Follow. Bye.
I do that 3 more times again. I testify for you. I thought